morning, Grant students. This is Miss Johnson, and I'm the traveling librarian. And I wanted to show you the brand new Grant Elementary School library page. There's two ways to get to this library page. The first way is simply to follow the website address at the bottom of the screen right now. Another way you can get to it is by going to the Grant Elementary School webpage. Once you're there, you'll scroll down to the block that says Library. Go ahead and click on that to open it up. Once you get there, there's a lot of things that you can do, and I really do encourage you to take a few minutes and just explore around the Grant Library website. But I want to show you some important things first. Since we're a library website, we should have an idea about how to request a book. And that is something that you can do from the Find a Book link at the top of the page. Once you're there, you will see that you can request a book for pickup, because every Wednesday from 10 to 12:30, grab and go pickup is at Grant, which means you can request a book and then come to Grant on Wednesdays from 10 to 12:30, and Mrs. V will have that book ready for you. There are a few different ways you can request a book, and right here you can see two different links. The first one over here with me sitting on a mushroom reading a book is a link to the form that says, I know what I want to read. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that so you can see it. And the request a book form basically asks you a few questions. What school do you go to? What is your first and last name? What grade are you in? And then it asks you to put in the title and author of the first book you want. You can request up to 3 books this way. The other form over here with the big question mark is, I'm not sure what I want to read yet, but I do want a book. So if I click on that, I will do the same thing, fill out what school I go to, my first and last name, fill out your grade, who is your teacher, and then it's going to ask you a series of questions about things that you like, things that you don't like, what kind of genre you're interested in, and how long you'd like the book to be. You can fill out this form, hit submit, and then Mrs. V or myself will work on trying to get you a book that matches your preferences. Right here down below those forms is the Grant catalog. And this, you can click on that. And I recommend using Cat Junior to find books. When you go into Cat Junior, you can use the search option to try and find books that are available in our Grant library. Another thing that we're offering this year is Sora. Sora is the overdrive version for kindergarten through 12th grade. It is full of ebooks and audiobooks. It is also an app that you will see on Clever when you log into your Chromebook. You're allowed to check out 2 books at a time from Sora, and there are really a lot of neat features in Sora that I encourage you to use. I want to go back up to the top of the page because I want to show you the video page. When I mentioned earlier about using the card catalog, right here, if you've never used before or maybe you've forgotten how to use it, right here is a video, and it's how to find just right book using the card catalog. And it's a quick video by Mr. Costello, who works at Hayes, telling you exactly how to use the card catalog. Another thing you can do on this page is watch our morning video announcements. And you can see here, this is a video from our opening day of school on August 31st. Below that are 4 videos that explain to you all about Sora, the ebook app that I mentioned earlier. The first video just gives a nice overview of the many things you can do in Sora. This video will show you how to log in. The bottom 2 videos are tips and tricks, and more tips and tricks to make your reading experience as pleasant as possible. I'd like to go over back to the home page of our Grant Library because we also have a Grant virtual library. And there you can see Mrs. V and myself, and this is the virtual library page. Right here is a link to that video about how to use the card catalog, and here's a link to the card catalog. If you remember the book request forms, those are also right here. Another thing you can do on this virtual library, if you click on the fish tank, it will take you to explore.org live cams. And there are a number of live cameras that you can choose to watch. Right now, it is the Kitten Rescue Sanctuary. And if I click play, I go to a live cam of what these cute kittens are doing. Another thing that I can do is click on super cool websites. And if I click on here, it takes me to a page with all different kinds of websites and things that you can do. We do have the Sora app right here. There's also story time from space. There's a Science Island game, History Channel, and a few other things. There's a math website that I encourage you to use. Lots of fun stuff. And the final thing I want to show you here is welcome to your Grant Virtual Library. See that down here? If you click on that, it takes you to a Padlet. And basically, we want to know what you're reading. Why are you reading that? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What kind of books would you recommend? Tell us your thoughts. It's a Padlet. Feel free to use it as much as you like. The final thing I want to show you is I'm going to scroll back up to the top of the page, and I want to click on the About Us tab. I wanted to show you this because this is the Grant Library phone number right here. If you don't really feel comfortable filling out a form to request a book, you're more than welcome to call the phone number and talk to Mrs. V to request a book. You can also email myself, or you could email Mrs. Verosco and request a book that way as well. Like I said, feel free to take a few minutes, play around with this website, and I hope that you can read all the books that you want. Have a great day.